Shalom YouTube, you're listening to The Financially Savvy Chick. In today's video, I want to talk about commodity prices debunk. The blame for Ukraine excuse for inflation is over, you guys. Before I get into the video, please hit the thumbs up. It really helps our channel out. Most politicians have used the Ukraine invasion card to justify the massive inflationary burst from 2021 to present. Okay, I'm sure you can agree with that. It doesn't matter if inflation was already elevated prior to the war. Supply chain disruptions, demand recovery, wage growth have been many excuses used to justify inflation, except the one that can make aggregate prices rise in unison, which is the creation of more units of currency well above the demand. Inflationists will blame inflation on anything and everything except the one thing that makes all prices, which are measured in monetary units, rise at the same. Money supply growth is rising faster than real economic output. Okay. Supply chain disruptions and commodity inflations are caused by monetary expansion. More units of currency going to relatively scarce assets. Profits, wages, or commodities are not causes of inflation, but consequences. The unit used to measure prices is weakened by massive increase of its supply. It's as if I sell you apples measured in glasses of milk, and then suddenly I myself, the issuer of milk, puts hundreds of gallons more in the market, then my apples are going to cost more because the glasses of milk have to be adjusted to the reality of the new unit of measure. Long-term inflation expectations have risen to 3%. Please always remember, when I'm giving you numbers, please always know that these numbers are off. They are never going to put the true numbers out there because they do not want to cause panic. And so it's really important that you do your own due diligence and research in this. I'm going to give you the website on where you can go and check it out for yourself. The highest level in 12 years. Furthermore, according to the Bureau of Statistics, in April, the Consumer Price Index increased 0.4% seasonally adjusted and rose 4.9% over the past 12 months. Not seasonally adjusted, the index for all items less food and energy increased 0.4% in April, up 5.5% over the year. However, commodities have plummeted in the past year. This is not true. Every time I've noticed when gas has increased, silver and gold has also increased, because silver and gold are commodities. Now, though this article is saying all of this, silver and gold is still increasing as we speak, and that's a sign that people just may be putting their fiat or their hard-earned, people just may be returning to sound money again, which to me makes sense. So while crude oil was down 38% the past year, trading below pre-Ukraine invasion levels, gasoline was negative 44%. Gas oil was negative 44%. Gasoline was negative 40%. Heating oil was at negative 44%. Natural gas, such as Henry Hub, for example, was negative 74%. They've plummeted to pre-war levels. Even wheat is down 30% from the year before January 4th of 2023. The FAO Food Price Index was also corrected to a 2-year low in May. Why do commodities plummet in the middle of a China recovery and elevated demand growth and tight supply? This goes back to monetary factors again. The massive rate hikes and the subsequent monetary contractions have impacted the internationally quoted prices of goods all over the world. It's more expensive to purchase storage, finance margin calls, hire tankers, and start long positions. Okay? If commodities and the Ukraine war were to blame for inflation, why is the consumer price index remain so elevated? The money supply growth is plummeted, but not enough to revert the price expansion back to 2020. And in fact, the global money supply has not fallen lower than 101 trillion, according to Bloomberg. That's a significant drop in money supply from its highs, and one that justifies the rapid decline in headline inflation, but not enough to revert the price increases for consumers. Central banks engineered the massive inflationary burst, and it's proven in the BLS study. And okay, so the BLS is the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and you can visit them at www.bls.gov. Okay, now this is where you can get the stats from in this, as regards to the CPI, monetary units, labor, unemployment, and so forth. So that's where you would go to check that information out. But again, the numbers are skewed because they report like they put like a month or two lag in their numbers. So next year you'll probably find out the real numbers. What no central bank wants to tell you is that the only way in which inflation will be brought down significantly is a recession. This is why they talk of a soft landing that is impossible if they truly wanted inflation to fall permanently. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Don't forget to visit our website, thefinancialsavvychick.com, and visit our blog section. Until next time, shalom.